All right, people. My name is Ugochukwu. Today is June 5th, 2021. Let me give you an example of, what I do when I bypass any block put on my way, on my way to internet. Yesterday, I showed you different ways, people go about unblocking anything that is on their way. This is in reference to This is relative to Nigeria banning Twitter. Nigeria banned Twitter yesterday, so I'm trying to show you what I do or what you can do to bypass the ban, to unblock whatever they put on your way. Now, let me show you a couple of things. Let me see. I'm just gonna. This video is just to show you an example. I already show you my VPN. This is my VPN right here. I'm connected to New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, right? That's where I am. But let me show you, to show you that I'm connected. All right, let me show you. Let me go to internet. Let's open up a browser. Right. This is a browser. Let me move this over here. I open up a browser, right? And then I'm gonna search. There are different ways you can check your IP. You always want to check that before you try to go to Twitter. Make sure you're not using the IP you have in Nigeria. Because what happens is when you use a VPN, like I just showed you, I connect to a computer in New Zealand. From there, I then connect to internet. That's what happened. In fact, let me show you. Hang on a minute. Before I show you what I'm doing, let me demonstrate, because some of you probably don't know. Let me demonstrate this one more time. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna find some graphics. Let me demonstrate to you with the graphic what normally happens when we go to internet. Right here. Look at this one here. When this guy is going to internet, right? See what he's doing? This is the client is you. You're going to internet. This is what most people do. They go to their computer, boom, they click, they search something in the internet, type www.google.com. They go directly from their computer client right there, directly to internet. See, I wrote down their internet or web server. Because what happens is there's nothing like internet out there. What you actually doing is a lot of computers connected together. Like, let me see. Like this picture shows you here. See this picture here? Internet is just a bunch of computers connected together right there. You see the globe? You see all the computers connected to it? That's internet right there for you. So the client goes on the computer right there. This is the client. He has a computer. He clicks the browser, and the browser takes him to internet. But what is called internet is another computer. Usually they call it web server. It's a web server that runs all kinds of applications. I told you yesterday what runs. See, in my computer I run Windows, but web servers runs Linux, Apache, or Nginx. They call it Nginx or Nginx. There are different other applications. They use their PHP database. There are different things depending on what you're doing. Different things they're installing there to run the web server, right? So you go from your computer directly to internet if nobody's blocking you. That's what most people do. They go directly. But instead of going directly, if somebody is blocking you, here's what you can do. If Nigeria government is blocking you, here's what what I'm showing you, you can do right there. This is the client, and then you introduce a proxy server. Like I said, when they say proxy, it's just a computer. It's a another web server standing between you and internet. That's what I just did. So look at the right hand side. I'm a client, right? You're looking over here. I'm a client. and I just connected to, let me see, what is that place I connected to? Let me open it up again, because I have so many places I can connect. I just connected to New Zealand, so it's right here. I connected to New Zealand. That's a proxy. From there, then I go to internet. You see that, right? From there, I go to internet. So you get a proxy, you connect to it. From the proxy, you go to internet. So what then happens is, like I said yesterday, whoever is blocking you to your access to internet, when they start looking, see if you go into internet, they can't see you. They see a computer, what I call an unknowing computer. So they don't really know what you're doing. So let me show you that I'm connected to New Zealand. I'm gonna search for my IP. Everybody has different ways of doing it. You just start, type in my IP. You type in my IP, and then you can choose any of this stuff here. This one is whatismyip.com. Let me click on that. It will tell me, where I'm coming from. One location I'm in now. Look at that. You see, that's not my actual IP. I connected. You see where it says there? Below that 1800, that number. Look at it. It says location Auckland, New Zealand. I'm in Auckland, a city called. I'm in New Zealand, a city called Auckland, right? There is a city called Auckland in New Zealand. That's where I'm coming from. So from there, then if I go to internet, let's say I go type. Okay, so I'm over there now in New Zealand. Let's say I type Yahoo, Yahoo.com. If I type Yahoo.com, it will take me to Yahoo, but I'm not going from my house right here in Colorado. I'm going from New Zealand to Yahoo. You see that? Yahoo.com is just a computer. It's a web server sitting somewhere. Okay, so let's say I want to go to Twitter. I just type Twitter, Twitter.com. When you type Twitter.com, you go into a computer somewhere. You see, I'm in Twitter now. Normally, Twitter, you gotta register to log in. You see, you register. I have many accounts on Twitter. See, so this is what is going on. So if I'm in Nigeria and do this, Nigeria government cannot block me from accessing Twitter because I'm not coming from Nigeria. I'm coming from New Zealand. So that's what is going on. So this is one way you can get it. Let me show you another way. Remember I told you something called Ultrasoft. Let me disconnect. I'm just gonna disconnect. Let me show you while I'm disconnecting. I'm gonna disconnect see right there. This is my what do you call this? My VPN. Let me disconnect. I'm disconnected, so I'm not connected to it again. So if I search for my IP, it will show you my IP in Colorado. But here's what we'll do. Let me use. I'm gonna use Ultrasoft. I'm already on their website right there. Ultrasoft. I downloaded it already. What happened is it's actually, I think when you download it, click on it, it will install it in your device or computer. If you using phone, make sure you get the app. But let me demonstrate that to you. Let's see. So I have it downloaded. I'll show you. Let's see. Right here. You see right there. Let me move this over here. You see right there. That's it right there. When you download it, it comes. I see right there. So let me click on it. Just give me a minute. Collect my thoughts. Okay. Let me click on it. You see what happened? I clicked on it. When you click on it, after you download it, see, it gives you one. Yes, I want to run the application. So I go ahead and run it. Once you say you wanna run it, once you say run it, right, here's what happened. Let me see, hang on, it disappeared right there. This is what you see right here. See right there, it said connected. It's listening to IP 127.00, I'm sorry, 0.0.0.1. That's the IP it's listening to. So it says connected, right? So once you connected, you can actually go, once it's connected, it auto pulls up their homepage like that. This is their homepage, but that's not where I want to go. But let me check my IP. We check my IP again. That way you see that I'm using somebody's IP. Let me see my IP. You type my IP and then let's click. This is the one we used before. Let's click on that. You see, look at that. I'm not coming from New Zealand again. I'm in Cheyenne. What is that? Cheyenne, some city. What is that? Wisconsin? That's not Wisconsin. Cheyenne. I forgot. Hang on. Let me see what state is that. What is the WY? I think it's Wyoming. I'm coming from Wyoming. Yes, Cheyenne is in Wyoming. Actually, they have a very good university there. That was the time I wanted to attend that university. I forgot. It's University of Wyoming in Cheyenne. It's a very good university. But anyway, see, that's where I am. That's where I'm coming from to connect to internet. So let's say you're in Nigeria, you use this, download it, click on it. You will be going to Twitter from Cheyenne in Wyoming. You're not going to be going to Twitter from Nigeria. So they're wasting their time trying to track you or try to ban you. So that's one of the examples I gave you yesterday. Let me show you. Let's see. You know what we're gonna do? I didn't download the Tor. Remember I told you about Tor. Let me disconnect. I go ahead and disconnect. I disconnected from Ultrasoft, but let me download Tor. That way I can show you how Tor works. Like I said, I used to use Tor, but I don't, I can afford my own VPN. Now let me go to Tor, right? So I think you can just type Tor right there. See, you type Tor. Usually it's called torproject.org right there. Click on that. You see right there, see right here, torproject.org, right? And then you download, you see right here. I want to download, depending on the system you're using. If you're using an Apple, you can download OS. You can even run it in Linux. By the way, I didn't say something about Linux. I have a computer here in my house that runs Linux. There are different kinds of, I forgot the type, sometimes I don't use it. There are different versions that, like, you can running like Microsoft Windows, right? So there are different Linux desktop you can download. If you're using Linux, Nigeria government is wasting their time, because there's something they call SSH. You can use SSH to get into internet, or you can just use Linux. Linux has a different. In Linux, you can. They started making a lot of applications that you can run on Linux. This Ultrasoft it's available. I think it's available in Linux. And then this Tor I'm showing you now, you can also run it in Linux. But anyway, let me download it for Windows right here. This is for Windows. This is for OS. This is for Linux. This is for Android. You see that? Android, like if you're running your phone, like your Samsung phone, you download that. But I'm gonna download this one right here, because I'm using Windows. I'm using Microsoft Windows. I'm actually running Windows. Forget about it. My Windows is not. It's not the one most people use, like Windows 10 Professional. That's not what I'm running. I'm running something higher than that. But anyway, let's download this stuff. Let's download this stuff right here. So we'll click it right there. We'll download it. Oh, where did it go? You can also, support them by donating money to them. All right. Where did it go? Oh Lord, hang on a minute. Let me see if it downloaded. Let me see. No, it hasn't downloaded. What did it go, man? Let's see. Okay, see, it's downloading right there. See right there. See, you can see right there. It says stop browser, install Windows 64-bit. Yeah, right there. So it's downloading right there. So we'll save it. We'll go ahead and save it. Save it wherever you want to save it. Usually it goes in my download folder. I see. Let's see. So let me open my download folder again. So I gotta move this over here. You see it right there. You see Tor right there. So you click on it. Okay. The application gonna run. You say yes, run it. What it would do is it will install stuff, and then it will put a browser. It will put a browser in your phone or your computer, depending which one you're running. Like I said, I used to use this. I used this for many years. By the way, this Tor project was started by United States government. They started it a long time ago, but a private company took it over. So when you're doing something like this, don't be like scared. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything illegal, So you just following the protection of the Constitution of the United States that allows you to do what you can to protect your privacy. So you say connect right there. So I installed it. Then I'm gonna connect. See, it's connecting to Tor. To their, Tor's web servers. They have a bunch of web servers everywhere in different countries. So it's connected. Once it is connected, it will tell you it's successful. You see what is going on there? It's connecting. So I'm gonna go ahead and close all the browsers that I opened before. I'll close all of them. Okay. See what happened? I think it's connected. Explore privately. Okay. So this is their browser right here. Let me show you. This is Tor browser right here. See, that's their browser. So instead of using my browser, then you have to use their browser. You can search. You can search stuff or go to, let me see, or go to Twitter. Let me go to Twitter. Say twitter.com. You see? Right there. See, it's pulling up Twitter. See? See, I'm in Twitter now, using Tor. See? This is Twitter. So if you're in Nigeria, you run in Tor, you get in there. Then all you gotta do log in. But you gotta use Tor browser. You see, I'm in Twitter. Let me close all this and start again, because I'll show you my installation. What he did, look at that. He put a folder called Tor browser, and he put a link to that folder. So for you to use Tor, what do? You click this thing here. You don't use see, I'm using the browser here. This is Firefox. I like to use that. And this is Opera. I use that. And this is Chrome. I use that too. Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. All right. So what happened is, you see, after you install it, You're not using it, you close everything, but when you want to use it, you click on that. You have to use their browser. See all those three browsers I show you, I can't use them if I'm using Tor. Because Tor gives you their own browser right there. So you use their browser to get into anywhere. See, now when I'm using it, I will have bypassed all that junk the Nigeria government will put on your way. In fact, let me search my IP. I search my IP. I show you I'm using a different IP. I'm not using my own IP. So you search my IP again. Let's see. What is my IP? Click on that. Don't forget what happened before. Look at that. You see, I'm coming from Montreal, Canada. You see that? I'm coming from Montreal. See, you see that? See the IP I'm using now via Tor. I'm in Tor. Tor telling me I'm in Canada. You see what is going on? So if you're using Tor, what Tor does is when you open their browser, it searches for available IP because, like I said, they have web servers everywhere. They maybe they have 100 web servers in Canada. They have 100, maybe 300 in United States, 500 in Germany. They have web servers everywhere. So once you open the server, you click go, they will take you to the web server. It will write you, it will search quickly and route you to web server that is available. Then from there, it gets you to internet. So every time you close it, every time you open it, you may not get the same IP address. See, now I'm coming from Montreal. If I close it, open it again, I may be coming from Germany. So if the Nigerian government try to stop you from going to Twitter, they're wasting their time because Tor will take you there. You know what I've noticed now? Tor is very fast now. A couple of years ago when I used to use, I think I was using it about 10 years ago. That time it was still running slow. Right now it's very, very fast. You know, I'm amazed how fast it is now. So this is your friend. Use Tor if people are trying to buy you. It's free. Nobody's dropping on you. Nobody's doing anything to you. It's just a program. It's been around for a long time. You can go read about their history. You see, so, but anyway, I don't think I have any other thing to show you. Let me leave it there.